Academy is a great concept because that means you're a serious player in the game of basketball. The coach said I played with Tom Thibodeau. I was just an average high school player, was a captain of my high school team, got to play in Division III for Thibodeau. He didn't recruit me, I got to recruit him. And sometimes you have to recruit what you want. So I ended up being a walk-on, just would never go away, and finally kept me on the team. And then when I played for him, third and fourth year, I got off the bench, so I played a little bit more, and became his captain. And obviously he's with the Chicago Bulls right now. I thought he would have a great coaching career. I never thought he'd be a head coach in the NBA. His goal was to be in college. He coached at Harvard for a couple of years and then he went to the NBA. Fantastic coach, and it's a privilege to play for him. And it's a privilege to speak to you guys and girls today because I love people that love the game of basketball. Because you're serious about the game. And a lot of people play the game for fun and that's okay. But if you're serious about it, it means you have a passion. And hopefully you have a purpose. I want to give you a couple of thoughts today. Way to think about the game, and I want to give you some ideas on how to approach things. A little bit different. My background is coaching. Boston University, Boston College, Ohio State, Wright State, St. Louis, high school coach, and I coached Division III where I played. So I have a long, old career in basketball. For the last 5 years, I've been with ESPN, and it's been great. It's probably what gets your attention more than my coaching background. But I hope that my background will give you some thoughts and insights on maybe how you approach and how you think about things. First of all, when you play this game, you can't play for certain things. I think it's a mistake if you play this game for attention. I think it's a mistake if you play for a scholarship. I'll explain why. I think it's a mistake if you play for your minutes, if you play to be a starter, if you start to compare yourself to other people, if you play this game because your parents want you to play. Those are all the wrong reasons to play this game. Now some of them are good goals. Getting a scholarship, being a starter, those are good things. But that's not why you play the game. You play the game to compete. You play the game to win. If you play to win and you play to compete, all those other things will happen. You'll get the attention that you want. You'll get the scholarship or you'll get the college opportunity that you're seeking. You'll get respect. You'll get the minutes that you deserve. So when you approach this game and you play the game, understand why you're playing it. You really have to understand why you're playing it. It has to be fun. If it's not fun, then why are you doing it? And if it's for all those reasons I just mentioned, that's not good. That's not going to drive you to be your best. Those are just, some of them are goals and some of them are just superficial things. So every time you play, do you have fun when you play the game? Are you competing and are you playing to win? Do those things, get right where you want to be. Now what do college coaches look for? Being a college coach for a long time, they talk to college coaches at different levels all the time. It's real simple what they look for. Real simple. Character, academics, and talent. It's really that simple. In fact, I just had a phone interview conversation with Coach K 2 weeks ago, and I wrote something about his recruiting. And I've never talked to Coach K about recruiting. I've talked about basketball, but not recruiting. And he talked about the same 3 topics. So if you're doing it at Duke, you're doing it at Division II, NCAA, Division III. Because all coaches want to do one thing. What's that? What do coaches want to do? They want to win. They want to win. I know a few of these coaches here have been tremendous, but I know you don't coach for attention, and we certainly never coach for money. Some of us can make money in coaching, but we did it because we loved it, we still love it, and we want to win, we're competitive. Character. It's so important, and you can't skip over character. Character is who you are when nobody's looking, the decisions you make when nobody's around, how you treat people, how you act, your level of kindness, and how you carry yourself. Coaches want and they need character. They need it on their team, they need it in the locker room, they need it in timeouts, they need it on campus. And all of you have been raised by somebody and has given you character. College coaches, they're looking for high character players. High character players. So they can count on and trust you at all times. So when the coach goes to bed with his family, he knows he's not going to get a phone call about you in the middle of the night. The character that you bring to a team can help that team win. Academics. You've heard 100 lectures on academics, so I'm not going to lecture you on it. But I am going to tell you this. Your academics can separate you from other people. Coaches, they want strong students. Why? Because they don't want to have to chase you down at 20 years old to go to class. Come on, how stupid is that? To chase you down to go to class, to make sure you went to study hall, that you turned in your assignment. You're not going to last on a college campus playing basketball or any other sport if you're not strong academically. Don't let your academics stop you from going somewhere. The better student you are, better grades, better test score, guess what? Doors open up. More doors. More doors. And every door that opens up is an opportunity for you to be your best, to be successful someday, to be happy. So your academics are so important. Your character is who you are. Your academics shows coaches how serious you are. I mean, I'll be very honest. I was an average student, but I had a passion for basketball. I wouldn't let my academics keep me out of the game. So what did I do at that time? I did as much as I could do to make sure that I was eligible. I'm being honest. Bad philosophy. Unfortunately, I turned out all right. But you don't want to be one of those people who are just getting by. You want to be one of those people who are at the top academically. And the third thing is talent. That's your skill level. That's what you do in the off season. That's what you work on when nobody's around. That's what you do when you play these academies, practice, workouts, camps. You all have a level of talent. Trust me. I've seen pros, I've coached guys that never could play past high school. But if you want to play in college, you can. I'm the example. Nobody wanted me out of high school. Nobody. But I wanted it. So I went after it. Anybody would take a walk-on who has high character, which I did. Didn't have the academics, but I made it. And my talent got better and better the more I worked with it. So remember the phrase, CAT, character, academics, and talent. That's what coaches look for. And for you girls and you guys, just think about this for 1 second. Your character and your academics, you can have for the rest of your life. Nobody will take that away from you. Nobody. You got that forever. Talent, it's going to go away. It goes away for everybody someday. So try to be as talented as you can be now. But that's what my point is about character and your academics. That stays with you forever. Nobody can take it away. And you can be proud of yourself for who you are and the student that you are. Now, when you play this game, you approach this game. I want to give you a little checklist. Okay, it's a 5-point checklist. And I promise, I know you gotta eat, so I'll get it done in less than 2 hours. What are you laughing at? Okay. I'm going to give you a little different approach. why I'm here. I want you to strive for greatness. Because I'm trying to do it every day. This is a checklist for greatness, whether it's basketball or when you get in the working world. And it's something that I live by every day. I go through my checklist in my brain and ask myself these questions. I think it can make you a much better player when you do this. First thing is, you gotta ask yourself, do you love the game? That's the number one thing. Do you love the game? Because you can't fake passion. You may be able to fake it one time, but you can't fake desire over a long period of time. Passion can energize your talent every day. I'm on TV. I write for ESPN. And sometimes I'm not very good at it, but I try to have my passion energize the talent that I have so things come out well. And I think if you have the passion for the game, it will energize the talent that you have. We all have unique gifts we bring to the game, whether it's rebounding, shooting, ball handling, screen, knowing the plays, knowing how to space the floor. You all bring talent. But what is passion for the game? I have a simple definition. It's playing as hard as you can with great energy all the time. Regardless of how many shots you make, regardless if your jumper's going in, regardless if you had a bad day before, bad night. Passion is playing as hard as you can all the time, regardless of the score. You don't play the scoreboard. Except at the end of the game, to play time to score. But you play the game. If you're up by 30 or down by 30, the passion shouldn't change. The effort should never, ever change. If it doesn't change, then you have passion. Then you have passion. And you have a leg up on everybody else. I had a chance to work on one of these high-profile skill academies, the Vince Carter Academy years ago. And Vince Carter talked to a group of 100 so-called elite players. And he said there's two types of players out there. Everyday players and feel like players. Which one are you? Which one are you really? Are you an everyday player? Every practice, every possession, every game? Be honest, are you? Or are you a feel like player? You'll do it when you feel like it. I'm sure parents at home feel like your kids feel like your kids. They do it when they feel like it, and they don't do it when they don't feel like it. You have to be every day. If you want to separate yourself, you got to be everyday players. Number two, respect the game. Respect the game, how it's played. Respect everyone around the game and everything in the game. You're not going to be great, maybe good at times, but you'll never be great at anything if you don't respect everybody you meet along the way. You'll have some success, pockets of success. But if you want to strive for greatness like LeBron does, and I had a chance to recruit LeBron when I was at Ohio State. First 2 years, I used to go watch him play. He'd come to Ohio State. He was a humble, nice kid, just like he's a humble, nice guy today. All that money and fame, I don't think really has changed too much. I think he's still the same. But he had a level of respect back then that I always remember. He had a smile and a level of respect, not just with us as coaches, but with everybody. And then going into his junior year, back then you could go from high school in the NBA. One NBA coach told me, don't waste your time recruiting him anymore. He's going to end up in every league, which he did. Respect starts with yourself, though. Girls and guys. How you treat yourself is how you're going to treat the game. How you treat your body and how you treat your mind. How you respect your mind and your body says everything about you to a coach. Have to respect yourself first. Value yourself before you value others. Because you never will. You'll never value other people unless you value yourself first. Respect your teammates. Even though you compete for playing time, respect who they are in the locker room. Respect them on bus trips. Respect your coaches. If you ever give the coach the wave, I call it, or the eye rolls, or you go sit at the end of the bench, or you talk back, don't expect a career in this game. It's not going to happen. You've got a long way to go if you don't respect all your coaches. Because I was that coach one time, that fifth coach, the guy who sits at the very end, who grad assistant or volunteer. I don't care if it's the volunteer or the head coach. You have to respect your coaches. Respect the officials. Now, I know sometimes it's a hard thing to do. But think about this. You want to play with great emotion when you play. You want to play with emotion. But you can't be emotional with a referee. You can't be emotional. And for girls, that's drama. Right? You can't have drama. I got two girls, so I can say it. It's drama. You can't have that with the official. You can't have it. What you're going to say to an official when you're emotional will only distance yourself from that official. Because he's human. He's somebody's father, uncle, brother. He's somebody's friend. Respectful words will grab his or her attention. Believe it or not, respectful words to the official will grab your attention. Emotional outbursts will distance yourself. Probably have an eye on you a bit more. So make sure that you respect everything about the game, how the game's going to be played, how your coach wants you to play. Respect the game. Respect the facilities that you play. My goodness, how beautiful this place is. You ever walk around and say, wow, this place is really beautiful. Don't spit on it. Don't leave wrappers and gum, bottles. I've been to third world countries. Third world countries. And even over in Europe. They don't have anything remotely close to this in your age level. And a lot of them are just outdoor courts with two rims. No nets. No nets. And the rim is probably bent. Sometimes they have chain nets. So you got it all right there. You got it all, so respect it. Think about this with respect. It's just like trust. It's really hard to earn somebody's respect and trust. But guess what? It's really easy to lose it. You can lose respect and trust real quick. And you're going to make some mistakes. You're going to make some mistakes. We all have. We all will. But when you make a mistake, all you have to do is make a sincere apology. And don't ever ruin a good apology with an excuse. That's the worst thing you can do, is to ruin a sincere apology with an excuse. Well, if I hurt you, or if I said this, just say I did this, I'm wrong, I'm sorry. No excuses. Respect the game. Third thing, prepare for the game. Do you prepare for practice? Do you prepare for the game? Because preparation is when all the great coaches and all the great players, they use that as an edge, as an advantage. You want an advantage? Prepare for your game. How you sleep at night, the food that you eat. You walk on the court with your shoes tied, ready to go. Are you taking game shots, game speed in your warm-up? When you guys go, and girls go to your game, do you have a routine before the game? Or do you just show up to the game, hope that you play well? You have to prepare for everything in life you're going to do. So if you want to be great in this game, just ask yourself, how much do I prepare for this game? Because if it means a lot to you, you prepare for your practices, you prepare for your games. When you get to play in college, you have scouting reports. They give you a report, tell you about the other team, so you're prepared. So you know if the person wants to go right, left, shoot a jump shot, or drive. Preparation is a big time advantage if you want to be great at anything. Before I go on TV, I'm reading and writing notes endlessly. prepared. Number 4, improve your game. What have you added to your game since the season is over? When you practice all the time, it sharpens your talent. The passion energizes your talent. The practice sharpens your talent. Strive to improve. The worst thing you can do, and I can do, is try to prove yourself. See, I hear kids all the time say to me, well, I'm going to prove I'm wrong. I'm going to prove I belong. And I know the intention is good, but it's the same advice I give to my own children. No. Don't try to prove yourself. Because when you try to prove yourself, you end up doing things you really can't do well, and then you're playing for what? The wrong reason. You don't want to play this game to prove yourself. You want to practice to improve. And guess what? When you improve, now you start to impress people. And you get what you need, get what you want. So don't try to prove yourself, but rather improve yourself. You have an obligation to improve yourself. Improve yourself. Add things to your game. You're a great shooter. Learn how to put the ball on the floor with comfort and confidence. You get fouled all the time, but you're not a good free throw shooter. Work on free throws when you're tired. Do repetition free throws. 100, 200, 300. Do free throws when you're tired. Shoot free throws under pressure. Improve your game. All right, last point. Number 5. You gotta learn the game. You must learn the game. You're at a point now where you're seniors, right? Seniors, you've got to know about this game. You have to understand terminology, concepts. You can't just come up and run up and down anymore. That's good in the, that's good in recreational outside in the parks. That's when you go by and see a pickup game at a beach or a playground or maybe an open gym, and they just run up and down the YMCA. They haven't really learned the game, but that's okay. They didn't want to learn it. You want to learn the game. Because once you learn something, you own it. You own it. Once you learn how to defend the ball screen, you hedge. The guy coming the screen hedges the guy on the ball, goes over the screen, under his man, and you learn how to execute defending the ball screen. You own it. Once you learn it, you own it. You know how to read a screen, you know how to set a screen. Do you know when to curl, when to fade? Do you know when to drive the ball when there's a gap? Not when there's help defense. You have to learn schemes. You have to learn what a flex offense means and how to defend the flex offense. What does screen the screener mean? Your coach gets you at a timeout and tells you what to do something. By a concept, you have to understand what he or she is saying. And how do you learn it? By doing it over and over again. Read about the game, get books on the game, watch film, watch other people's practices. Teach the game. Go teach the game to middle school kids and see how quickly you learn the game. The more you teach something, the better you can. You can watch it, you can do it, read about it. There's so many ways that you can learn the game. And if you have a teachable spirit, okay, if you have a teachable spirit, that's going to expand your talent. So I'm just telling you things that I've seen over 25 years that can make you better than you are without having all the talent in the world. Because if you have a teachable spirit, it will expand your talent. And you can be better. You can separate yourself from other people. So just remember that checklist when things are going your way and when things are not going your way. Do I love the game? Have I been respecting people in the game and around the game? Have I prepared for this? Do I prepare for practice in the game? Have I improved my game? Honestly, you're the only one who can answer that. And do you have you learned the game? Ask yourself those 5 questions when things are going well. You know you checked off a couple of those categories. Things are not going your way. You think it's the coach, or you may think it's one of your teammates. It's you. Most of the time, it's you. Go through that checklist. The last thing I want to leave you with is this. Look, if talent was enough, and all the talented people in this world would be successful. Let me ask you a question. Raise your hand. How many people you know that are really talented that are not successful? How many people you know, whether it's TV or in your neighborhood, that are talented, but they didn't make it? I'll give you one quick example. The name Chris Herron. Who's heard of Chris Herron's name? 30 for 30 on ESPN? I recruited Chris Herron out of Fall River, Mass. when I was at Boston College. As likable as a kid as you will ever be, as competitive as a kid you'll ever be, as coachable as a player as I've ever had. Chris had off-the-court issues. We all know that when he watched that 30 series. So there's a guy with all the talent in the world, and even with his issues, he's still in the NBA. He still made the Celtics, and he's still on the team, which is remarkable. But things don't go bad for Chris. And picked a personality that went down a bad path. So I don't think Chris was respecting his body and his mind. He loved the game, didn't respect things around him or himself. Didn't prepare for anything because he was going down a bad path. I don't know how much he improved because his body was taking a beat because of the drugs. So talent is never enough. It's never enough. If talent was enough, then we wouldn't have any upsets in any sport. So when you play your next game, when you play next year, forget the talent. Forget the talent. In this life, you just want to be a better version of who you are. Be a better you. And I mean that. When you compare yourself to other people, that just tells you that you don't believe in yourself. And by having 2 children, 2 daughters, I've had all the conversations when they start to look at other people and compare. That just means you don't believe in you, honey. And I know that, I'm trying to convince them. So in this life, be a better version of you. It's not what you want in life, but it's how badly you want it. How much will you sacrifice? How much will you prepare? That's going to determine where you go. I want to be a college coach more than anything in this world. Anything in this world, and I got there. Not based on my talent, but on my passion, my respect for others in the game, my preparation, my improvement. I'd always go to clinics, I'd always work in camps, and I studied and learned the game. That's how I made it. That's why I give you this checklist. And I hope that you use it and understand where you are right now today, right here in this gym. This is big time. Big time is not where you want to go. Big time is where you are. I hope you have a great afternoon.